r/askreddit. What golden nugget of information do you have to share? Monkeys have a very distinct way of wanking off, and yes, they do wank themselves, which, in contrast to normal human male way of forming a tube with their hands, creates a shovel with their hand and cup their genitalia from under, and repeatedly rub it. I don't watch monkeys jack off, I just saw it in a documentary. If you don't have a toilet plunger, and you've clogged it up, pour in a bit of dish soap, and some hot water, the hotter the better. Let stand for 15 minutes, and flush. Learned this when immediately upon arriving at our hotel, my 8-year-old clogged up our toilet and I googled. Found this gem, realized I'd packed a tiny travel bottle of dish soap, warmed water up in the microwave and lo and behold, it worked. I still use it sometimes at home, when I don't wanna be grossed out by plunging. Yes, my child has a tendency to clog toilets, so there ya go. A scorpion can hold its breath for 6 days, so don't think drowning it will help you out of your scorpion problem. Foreign garment to be labeled, made in USA. The process only needs to be started and finished in America. In the case of a certain ladies underwear line, the material is cut in USA, shipped overseas for assembly, then shipped back to America, where a seamstress sews a made in USA tag on the item. Source/underwear factory worker. Airline ops guy here. If you check in a bag at an airport with an hour or less before departure, it has a 50/50 shot of making it on the plane. Just like that airline, bag security can back up too. I regularly see 30+ minute in screening statuses on bags. Then, it may be pulled for a hand screening and search. This is random and SA doesn't care when the flight leaves. So now we are at about 25 minutes to departure and your bag has only just now entered the sort system. It will take another 5 to 10 minutes to sort out to the person who loads carts with bags. Here, the problem is that there may be 7 to 10 other flights coming off of the same conveyor belt. They have to see your bag's tag out of maybe 50 other bags. So let's assume another 5 minutes. Your flight's bag cart was delivered plane side at an hour before departure. It is now 15 minutes to departure. The bag room has seen your bag and has it on the back of a tug racing to the plane 7 minutes before departure. The baggage compartments are closed and total weights are being submitted. Your bag has missed the airplane. A single spaghetti noodle is called a spaghetto. The concept of 3 square meals a day is a diet designed for people working physical labor in the early 1900s. Quality of diet and sticking to daily calorie limits is the only part that really matters. Otherwise, it really doesn't matter what time you eat. Although the 3 square meals model is indeed advantageous for day-long maintenance of energy levels. Basically, it's better to just eat when you're hungry than force yourself to eat when you should, so long as you're getting the proper nutrients, etc. All colors of Fruit Loops have the same flavor. Also true for Play-Doh. Most people replace their computer or run them into the ground when they get hot and slow. When in reality, new thermal compound and a solid state drive upgrade can fix both problems and increase its lifespan for about $35 to $50 and isn't incredibly hard to DIY in most cases. The Grey Rock treatment is an incredibly useful method of dealing with narcissists and toxic people. If such a person is going at you verbally or behaviorally, screaming or posturing or trying to fight, become like a grey rock in a river. No reaction, don't answer, no movement, just sit calmly and let the stream of crazy flow past you. Bonus points if you can stare blankly. When people thrive on causing a reaction, they absolutely cannot compute when they get no reaction. If you're in physical danger, obviously react to keep yourself safe, but don't argue, explain, or defend verbally. You'll never change a narcissist's mind. It's just walking on a treadmill. Obviously not foolproof. Keep yourself safe first and foremost. If you ever have a baseball bat and need to use it as a weapon, put a sock over it so if someone tries to disarm you, they just slide off the sock. Heat the back of a spoon gently and press it on a mosquito bite for a few seconds to greatly reduce itching. The heat breaks up the protein in the venom. Edit, as this got traction, you only need to warm it up under warm water, whilst a 3rd degree burn with a red hot spoon does, technically, work. I wouldn't advise it. You can watch any movie you want at any time by googling the name of the movie in Google Drive, as well as the name of any book and PDF. Happy quarantine. When choking on food and can't get help, you can get into a push-up position and then just drop down. The ground hitting your stomach and chest will cause what you're choking on to dislodge. On the timeline of human history, the ancient Egyptians lived as close to the ancient Romans as the ancient Romans lived to us today. The tensing of leg muscles will deflate an unwanted erection. I know the whole exercise can fix your depression thing is made fun of a lot on Reddit, but it really can help so much. I'm not saying it's going to 100% cure you, or that it will work for everyone, but please just try. I have been making an effort to go outside and exercise every day and I have never been happier. Don't sit around and think that exercise won't help if you haven't even tried it yet. And even if it doesn't help you, at least you're getting the physical benefits of exercise, even if all you're doing is walking a couple laps around your yard. If every kangaroo that lives in Australia all invade Uruguay at the same time, every person there has to fight around 13 kangaroos. Very few people at a gym are gonna make fun of you / talk shit / even notice you with more than a few passing looks. And the ones that do are shit birds anyway and not worth you sacrificing your health. Go to the gym when all this blows over and use it. Even an hour 2 to 3 times a week is better than nothing, and you'll begin noticing small changes sooner than you think. The Stegosaurus dinosaur was older to the Tyrannosaurus rex than the T-Rex is to us. It's a rather well-known fact, but some people tend to think that dinosaurs all live together in one big chunk of time. First, if an emergency crops up, do not yell generic things like someone call 911 or to someone specifically to do it. It's human nature not to respond to generic calls to action. Second, always remember you never want to end up with 2 victims where there was originally only one. Don't run into a burning building, or towards a downed power line, or into a flood channel. The human anus can stretch up to 7 inches before taking damage. A raccoon can squeeze into holes as tight as 4 inches, meaning you can take almost 2 full raccoons up your ass. The Marianas Trench is the deepest part of the Earth's surface at 7 miles deep. Mount Everest is the highest at 5.5 miles high. As unfathomably rough the surface of the Earth may be to us with all of the mountains and trenches, if the Earth was shrunk down to the size of a billiards ball, it would be the smoothest ball in a game of pool by far. Diamonds are inherently worthless. A single diamond company, the De Beers Diamond Company, has a monopoly on all of the world's diamond mines. They tightened the supply to up the price. They're also responsible for an ad campaign in 1938 which is responsible for engagement rings. Needless to say, it was the single most successful ad campaign of all time. They even started the whole "you need to spend 2 months' salary on a ring" idea. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing or giving a like. See you. Mwah.